On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Wait, set. What it is? 57, Mike 57. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check 52.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady gives to Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Hey, Alabama. Kill.
On play action, now Brady. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 44, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on 4th down.
He's heavy. Crunch. Hey, get him. You got him. Nice. Wait up. Hey, Charlie. 53, Mike, 53. I got him. Check.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Check 368.
Here's Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Watch twist. Here goes 368. 2 by 2. Move. Hey, foxtrot.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
368.
To throw again, Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Heavy. Regular. 2 with the Mike. Mike part 2. You must be dreaming.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Pollock's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. So Dalton now brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's going to be caught, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have. When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the toss, here's Michelle. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Wait, set, 29, south of. Watch down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wait, set, wait, 20. 59. I don't think you got it, son. Regular.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
53 to Mike. 53. Nice. Hey, orbit. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On the ground, Michelle. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Brady. This is White on the screen. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing now is Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. 2-by-2. Move. Joker. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Record.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. There you go, 368.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And able to find Green. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hot. Ladies. I got it.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Bernard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
All day, dog. Check 13.
Here we go, Cam. Raise your hand.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Raise up.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Raise up. 22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Raise it. Raise up.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going deep downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Brady. Able to get this to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Wait, set. 380.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Brady now on first down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 32-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, and that'll be incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Sugar!
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Brady going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Check. Switch.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Hands up. Swing.
Mike 51.
In your face.
Showing up. Showing up.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score, Bengals 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
57. Mike 57.
Who that? Who that?
Hold 50.
From the gun, it's Brady. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Regular.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, I'm coming.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that will be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Malcolm.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Sugar.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
18-yard line.
Hands up. Swing.
50. Watch the screen. Pass.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Rodney Anderson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing again on second down. Brady, he's going to look deep for Edel. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey,
There you go, 368.
And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give it off here to the tight end. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a run with Anderson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wait, did he hit? Hit.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
6-yard line.
Wait, that 380.
Mike 57. Danny.
Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Brady now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10.
72.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michelle. And they're going to get it. Afternoon continues. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog. Brady to his tight end, Lacoste. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Michel. He'll get 3 up to midfield. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
And goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, that wide, 80.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hey, 66.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Line of scrimmage. Again, the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a toss, left side, Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Gostkowski with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check your hot read. Motion, 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 motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. 51 the mic, boys. 51. Let's go, D.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Hands up, lead.
51. Now watch run, watch run.
They run it again with Anderson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They run again on first down. Anderson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Motion, motion. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51.
On 2nd down now, it's Anderson. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Anderson. There's a nice move, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Dalton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The screen does get them 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job